in Columbus.
And we just saw Joe McFarland there in his 17th season in charge of this Wolverine program in Ann Arbor. He's created a very strong program. He had 8 consecutive top 10 finishes at the NCAA championships from 2001 to 2008, and he's 3rd on the all-time wins list in Michigan wrestling history, and he was actually just honored at halftime along with several former Michigan Wolverine wrestlers. About 25 were honored here at the intermission.
And they start the match here at 165 pounds. As I mentioned, this one is crucial for the Fighting Illini because they're going to run into some studs in the next 4 weight classes between Devontae Mahomes, Dominic Abonator, Max Huntley, and Adam Kuhn. They're going to have a run for their money in these last matches.
I'm certainly excited. It's going to be a fun ride to the finish here at Cliff Keen. Illinois holding that slim 3-point lead here, and if Rodrigues can capitalize, get another 3 points, possibly more bonus points, then they'll be put in a great position to come out on top here.
And a caution call against Garrett Sutton, eager to get up off bottom here. Gave up a takedown early in the first period, gets the 1-point escape, now looking to get in on his offense himself. Garrett Sutton, 6-5 on the season, has been wrestling some tough opponents. The Michigan Wolverines have had a difficult schedule to start off this season. And as you may know, Garrett Sutton joined the Michigan Wolverines lineup midway through the season, just about this time of the year last year, filling in for Taylor Massa, no longer seen in this starting lineup. The end of last year seemed as if he was having some weight issues, was the 165-pound starting wrestler, was ranked 10th in the country at one point, wasn't able to make the weight, bumped up to 174 pounds, and you know what? He's no longer found in the lineup. He's actually replaced by younger brother Logan Massa, true freshman, taking a redshirt season this year, has been looking great so far this season in individual competition.
Yeah, this 165-pound weight class has been difficult for Michigan head coach Joe McFarland to find that one guy, and as we see a 2-point takedown there by the Illini. Steven Rodrigues continuing to be aggressive and on the attack here, and Garrett Sutton really needs to begin to build that base. As we see, he's got to get his head up now.
And so the interesting thing when we look at the Michigan Wolverines lineup is they're still a young team, and not only are the starting lineup wrestlers young, but there are a ton of really good redshirt wrestlers on this Michigan Wolverines squad.
And as we see, Steven Rodrigues 15-1 on the year, trying to go to 16-1. Both Rodrigues and Sutton getting medical attention. Sutton appears to be bleeding a little bit from his chin as we take a look at this replay. And that was a good attempt there by Rodrigues. As we see the play coming to a brief intermission. Sutton appears to have his chin bandaged up, and Rodrigues was getting attention on his right leg. And now just cleaning up any potential spots of blood on the mat. Here's Garrett Sutton, the sophomore, in danger of going to 500 on the year, currently 6-5 as we mentioned. One major decision on the year and 16 dual points for this Michigan team. Rodrigues, on the other hand, the redshirt senior, the two-time NCAA qualifier, and his only loss so far on the year was to the second-ranked Bo Jordan of Ohio State at the 165-pound weight class. So he hasn't lost a match that he should have, and his only loss was to the number 2 wrestler in the country.
And with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Already over a minute, now a minute and 15 seconds of riding time for Rodrigues there in that first period. Sutton still appears to be bleeding.
And they're going to take more blood time. This is a good opportunity for the wrestlers to get a few words in with their coaches. This is some valuable time to get a game plan going, to know what they're doing well, to know what they could be doing better as they move forward. Looks like Garrett Sutton's getting it patched up over there. Rodrigues is ready to go as you see him bouncing up and down at the edge of the mat, getting warm, ready to return to some action heading into the second period with 2 minutes left on the clock yet to start.
And he's in a great position. I would be that energized too. Leading 4-1, already has a minute and 15 seconds of riding time. Haven't even started this second period. Garrett Sutton has 4 minutes to try to mount a comeback and really get some offense going. And as we see Illinois head coach Jim Heffernan in his 7th season in charge of the Illinois program there in Champaign. He spent 17 seasons as an assistant on this Illinois staff. And during his 17 seasons as an assistant and as well as his 7 as a head coach, he's led this Illinois team to the top 10 in the NCAAs 11 times.
And Garrett Sutton
one-point
looked
escape there from
aggressive.
Sutton.
Sorry about that. Just going to say that Garrett Sutton looked aggressive as he tried to keep him down, but Rodrigues was able to keep to his fundamentals, get up to his feet, fight the hands well, turn into him, and get back on his feet. Now they're wrestling on their feet. The match is scored 5-1 with Steven Rodrigues winning here at 165 pounds. He has 59 seconds of riding time, doesn't have that minute locked in. Let's see what he can do here.
So that was big from Sutton to decrease that riding time. It was initially at a minute and 15 at the end of this first period.
And if you're head coach Joe McFarland, as we were mentioning earlier in the match, you have a lot of options for what you can do next year. We already mentioned Logan Massa, the red shirt, the freshman currently on his red shirt rather. He's 13-1 on the season, has been looking great, has already beat nationally ranked opponents in individual competition.
2-point takedown there from Rodrigues, 7-1 now.
Leads the match by 6, has the extra point of riding time if you count that 7 points. All he needs is one more takedown to lock in that major decision. And again, bonus points are huge in this dual meet.
That would extend this Illinois lead to 7 if he were to get that major decision. As the second period comes to a close, we see Sutton electing to go into the down position there, trying to go for a big escape if he can get one. Sutton knows if he can get an escape and close the gap down to 5. He just did there, right there, 7-2. So now a takedown by Rodrigues still doesn't give him the major decision.
You know what? With that extra point of riding time, a takedown will actually do
Oh yeah, the minute and 29 seconds of riding time. Now it's over a minute, so one takedown will give him that major decision now.
Sometimes you forget that, you know, the riding time really plays a factor, and the coaches use that as a strategy as they head into these matches, knowing at what point they can lock in that riding time and count on that very, very important extra point.
And there it is, 9-2. 7-point lead, but that riding time continuing to go, almost 1:45.
Wow.
So as we go under a minute left here in this third period.
That was a very interesting decision from Steven Rodrigues to cut him loose. He had that extra point of riding time, but now he needs another takedown to get the major decision. Let's see if he can get it as he's deep in on this far ankle.
Yeah, that seemed like a puzzling decision to me to allow Sutton to get that escape. Now 9-3, but with that extra point of riding time, 10-3, still not enough for that major decision.
Let's see if he can get that shot. This will be huge for the Wolverines if Garrett Sutton can stay on his feet and not give up a takedown. That's all you can ask from him, and that's what you can't do. Do not get desperate and shoot a far shot where they can capitalize and spin around and get to their own. Keep wrestling for 15 seconds. Goes
Sutton,
for the far ankle, the near ankle rather.
Sutton just needs to be smart here and not allow those bonus points.
Stalling warning against Steven Rodrigues. Again, they're gonna check up on that cut on Garrett Sutton's chin. Bleeding again,
More
5
blood
seconds
time.
left. More blood time, letting these wrestlers recuperate. This is not good for Garrett Sutton because Steven Rodrigues was feeling that towards the end of the match. Now he's able to get a breather. Maybe that'll be enough to get another takedown here.
You think he can get a takedown here in 5 seconds left?
That's it's definitely not too far from possibility. He can definitely do it. We'll see what happens here with 5 seconds. Keep moving. If you're Garrett Sutton, you want to keep circling. Don't be a target. There he does it. Doesn't give up bonus points, loses the match 10-3, but a great end of the match for him.